Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so digital marketing. If you're just starting out, it can feel like a lot, right? So much jargon, so many options. It's easy to just feel totally lost and think, where do I even begin? But for this deep dive, we found a source that seems designed to cut right through that noise. It's a guide called The Beginner's Funnel. And our mission today is pretty straightforward. Unpack this guide. We want to figure out what exactly is a marketing funnel because, spoiler, it's not just some complex thing for giant companies. We'll look at why it's actually really, really important, especially if you're new to this, and pull out the key first steps, the main insights from this guide. The goal here is to sort of, take that feeling of being overwhelmed and swap it for a clear path. Really, it all boils down to understanding the journey people take, from first discovering you online to, hopefully, becoming a customer. Okay, let's dive in.
Yeah, what's really interesting about this guide is how it takes this concept, the marketing funnel, which sounds maybe a bit technical, right? And it just simplifies it right down. It's basically just the path your audience follows. As they get to know you, decide if they want to engage more.
Okay, so less about the tech and more about mapping out that human journey.
Exactly. The guide lays it out in stages. The idea being you intentionally move people from one stage to the next. It kicks off with awareness. This is just when someone first bumps into you. Could be a social post they saw, maybe a search result, perhaps a video. They just become aware you exist.
Okay, stage one. They've seen you. They know you're out there. What's next after they, spot you?
Well, if that first encounter sparks something, catches their eye, they move into the interest stage. They like something about that first touch point, so they decide to explore a little. Maybe they click through to your website or browse a bit more of your content, maybe look into a specific topic you talk about. They're showing active curiosity now.
Right, so they go from just passively seeing you to actively checking things out. Then comes
the decision stage. Now, at this point, they've decided they actually want to learn more from you specifically. Or they're thinking about a solution you might have. And this is often where the guide points this out. They might make a kind of mini commitment, like maybe downloading a freebie you offer or signing up for your email list. They're deciding to get a step closer.
That feels like a big step. They're not just browsing anymore. They're actively saying, okay, yes, I want to hear from you directly.
Precisely. And then finally, you've got the action stage. This is the conversion. They buy your product, sign up for your service, whatever that main goal is. That's the end goal the funnel is designed to lead towards by guiding them through those earlier steps.
Okay, so awareness leads to interest, which prompts a decision and finally results in action. AIDA. The guide really seems to stress that a funnel isn't just describing what happens randomly. It's about deliberately guiding people. And it makes the point that we've all been through these funnels ourselves, probably loads of times without even thinking about it, right? Like grabbing a free checklist, getting some useful emails afterwards, and then seeing an offer that just felt timely.
Absolutely, that relatability is key. The guide frames it less as some kind of, sales trick and more as a natural flow where you're offering value at each point. You make it easy for someone to move forward if they want to.
Okay, but here's the thing. As a beginner, you might hear funnel and think, right, that sounds like something for big companies with marketing departments. Is this really something I need to worry about if I'm just, getting my feet wet?
And that's a question the guide tackles directly. The answer is a pretty strong yes, absolutely.
Okay, convince me. Why is it so vital for someone maybe without a big budget or loads of tech skills?
Because, and the guide illustrates this well, a lot of beginners tend to just, create content and sort of scatter it everywhere. Post on social, write a blog post, maybe do a video, and just hope someone connects the dots and becomes a customer somehow. It's quite chaotic. A funnel, the guide argues, cuts through that chaos.
So it gives you that structure that's often missing. Instead of just hoping people figure it out, you actually give them a clear path to follow.
Exactly that. It brings focus to what you're doing. And it creates a direct line towards getting results, which, let's face it, for a beginner, is often about making that first sale or getting that first really engaged lead. The guide really highlights that even a super simple funnel can be incredibly effective. Maybe just starting with, say, a free downloadable guide and a few automated emails that follow up.
Right, okay. How does something that basic actually work? How does it move someone through those AIDA stages you mentioned?
Well, think about it. That free resource, like a simple checklist, or a quick how-to guide that often works the decision stage. Someone's interested enough in solving a specific problem that they're willing to take that step to get your solution, even if it's free.
And that free thing, that's what's called a lead magnet, isn't it? Something valuable you give away for their email address.
Precisely. That's the magnet part. You offer something valuable, like that checklist, to attract potential leads, people who are genuinely interested, in exchange for being able to contact them directly. Then, those automated emails you set up, they step in to handle more of the interest and decision nurturing.
How do the emails do that exactly?
Well, they automatically build on that initial connection. The guide suggests using them to share more useful tips related to the lead magnet topic. You build trust, show you know your stuff, keep them engaged. It moves them closer to the action actually buying when they feel ready. So yeah, even just a simple lead magnet plus a few well-written emails can effectively guide someone from decision towards action once awareness and interest are already there.
Wow, okay. That really does shift the perspective. It's not just about collecting followers or likes, is it? It's about actually building a pathway, a structured pathway for someone to become a customer, being smarter, more strategic.
Yes, strategic is the key word the guide uses. Strategic with your time, your message, rather than feeling you need to be absolutely everywhere, doing everything all the time, which is exhausting, right? And crucially, it really emphasizes that you can start incredibly small. You don't need fancy software or, a massive website on day one to map this out and get started. Build the basics, see what resonates, and then you can expand from there.
This deep dive has definitely made Marketing Funnel feel way less intimidating. Based on this guide, it really seems like a foundational way for anyone, truly anyone, to think about the journey they want for their audience. It provides that essential structure right from the get-go.
Yeah, so to recap, we've seen the guide define that funnel as the audience's journey: awareness, interest, decision, and action, or conversion. And we've explored why it's positioned as so crucial for beginners. It gives you structure, takes out the guesswork, offers a clear route to turn followers into actual buyers. Yeah. Even starting really simply, like with a valuable free resource and some automated emails.
And the main point isn't about needing complex tech, is it? It's about being smart, being strategic from the start. Funnels can genuinely begin small and then grow with you.
Absolutely. Just understanding this basic framework gives you such a valuable structure for your marketing efforts. It helps avoid that scattered, am I even doing anything useful feeling.
Right. Now, the guide doesn't just leave it at the theory. It actually gives a very practical, concrete first step to take based on everything we've discussed. It suggests you begin by simply identifying one single, clear problem that your ideal audience is facing.
That's the starting block the guide really pushes for. Because once you pinpoint that specific problem, you've got the foundation you need to create that valuable lead magnet we talked about, the resource that speaks directly to their need and starts pulling them into your world, kicking off the funnel process.
And the guide we looked at actually points towards another resource, specifically designed to help with that first step. It's mentioned as Funnel Foundations, the beginner's guide to creating your first lead magnet.
Yeah, that follow-up resource, which is highlighted in the main guide, is presented as the practical toolkit, something you can grab to actually tackle that first vital step, defining the problem and creating that initial lead magnet.
So if you take away just one thing from this deep dive, maybe it's this. A marketing funnel is simply your audience's journey map. You definitely need one for structure, even as a total beginner, and the very first practical thing to do. Figure out one simple problem your audience really wants solved.
Exactly. I think the guide's core message here is that just starting with a clear, focused path for your audience, that's probably the single most powerful step you can take towards building real connections and seeing actual results with your digital marketing.
That feels like a really solid foundation to build everything else on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.